That's right.
All right, and if you are not speaking, I'll have you all mute yourself, but video's on because I love to see your smiling faces. Thank you so much for joining us. So this is not just me and my team. We have other teams on here, and as we pass the mic, we'll introduce who's kind of with us. So we have Sideline Sisters. So if you were invited to this, you should be on one of the teams, or maybe you got adopted in. Either way, we're so excited. We called this Zyia Ignite on purpose. At first we had called it boot camp, and we're like, no, you know what? This isn't really a boot camp. This is for all of us who want to like reignite our business, light that fire back under your butt, your booty, to get your business back to where you want it to be. So we are so excited that you're here. And so I'm Sarah Cook. I've been with Zyia since August of 2018, and I am a Zyia executive in South Dakota. So I'm here to talk a little bit about the mindset piece, like why you're each here and why to keep on working your business and to just light that fire in your path. And we preach mindset. If you've been in this business, you've probably heard us preach mindset. And it is such an important piece that I get to spend some time just chatting about it. And then we're going to go into, don't worry, we have calls to action for you. We have things to help you launch your business. Like, do not worry, we have some plans for you. But in the meantime, let's talk about the mindset piece. So when you wake up in the morning, or you are about to go to bed for the night or whatever, and you get an email and it says, oh, we have a sale this weekend, and it was supposed to be a Make Room Monday. How you choose your attitude about that can be one of two ways. Oh my gosh, Zyia, I do not have time for this. I didn't know you were going to do a sale this weekend. It was supposed to be Make Room Monday, and then we have like this negative Nancy. Oh my gosh, right? Or you check your email and you're like, holy crap, we have a surprise sale. How exciting is that? I wasn't planning on it, so I do need to pivot a little bit. But you can either choose to, I get to do this, or, oh crap, I have to do this. I should do this. I need to do this, right? We can should all over yourself and feel real crappy about it. Or we can be super excited and work it into our time. It doesn't mean you have to post it right then and there. I got the email and I'm like, whoa, I don't have time to do this right now. But I'm super pumped because this is an exciting whole weekend sale that wasn't an opportunity before I had to do it while I was working on Monday. So it's just one example of like how we look at our business. And we are going to automatically tend to sometimes our negative thoughts creep up. And so what I want a lot of times is for you to have, my number one recommendation is to have somebody you can go to that's like a positive sideline sister that will check you and your attitude. So if you are messaging them and you're like, oh crap, I want you to find somebody who's accountable for the, what do you mean, oh crap? Like, this is amazing. And so that is like my challenge to you is we have tons and tons of people in here. Who can you find to help you find that light, that positivity to set you on the path? So if you guys can find an accountability partner coming out of this session of I'm going to do this and let's go. Here is, I just want to give you one more example of yeah, you can pick me. Absolutely. Becky's gonna pick me. I love it. I have one more example of how mindset really matters and how like the thoughts you say and how you speak to yourself matter in your business. So you guys, when I first saw I woke up sexy, guys, what is it? Tell me what it is. It's the sweatshirt.
Sexy as hell again.
I woke up sexy as hell again. When we all first saw it, I was like, what the hell, Zyia? Like this is like not on brand. Like this, it threw me off. And my very first thought was, no way my customers are going to spend $80 for a sweatshirt that said I woke up sexy as hell again. Like that's just not my customer base. And that was my immediate, you guys, I said that to like 4 or 5 people. And I had somebody kind of like stop me in my tracks and reframe it and be like, well, I do. Like I know people, like, okay, And then when we had, and I still kept thinking that way, I'm like, I don't think I'm going to sell this. Then it was like the talk of Summit, right? We're on the stage and like Zach or whoever was like, no, this is on brand. And they told us the story about it. And if you didn't see it, like, yeah, you'll get the Summit recording it. But they mentioned, as soon as they mentioned, that was the item that sold out of the pre-release boutique. I was like, well, shit. If that sold out there, obviously I can sell this. Like, so I had to totally like reframe my thinking, and I was like, it's selling out. That's like, just because I don't like it, or I do actually, but just because I didn't like draw to it as like a zyia, like I had that first initial reaction of like, I'm not going to sell this. I'm not even going to buy it because I only buy things that I'm going to sell to my customers. And then when I heard it sold out, I was like, I instantly changed my reframe, my thought on it. And I was like, well, shoot, if it sold out at the boutique, I bet I could sell it. So I posted in my VIP, I put that I first thought, what the heck, Zyia? But then I'm like, you know what? I freaking love it. And I also have a really cute story about my 11-year-old about it. And,
tell the story quick.
Okay.
It's adorable.
It's adorable. Okay, you guys, I was live in the pre-release boutique and I was like, you guys, I'm just not sure. It's kind of like, doesn't look like a Zyia thing. And I was live, and at home, my mom is taking care of my kids, and my son instantly, if he hears like anything sort of remotely like a swear word, his ears perk up because he's 11 and he's like, oh my God, mom is swearing. And so he said, so my mom was watching the live, and this is the text message she sent. I just watched your live replay from the boutique store. RJ overheard you reading the sweatshirt. I woke up sexy as hell. He said, yep, mom is sexy, which means she is very beautiful. So he gave your video a heart. And now I'm going to cry. So how sweet is that? He was like, you're beautiful, and gave it a heart. And so I was like, heck yes. Number one, that story is amazing. I'm teaching my 11-year-old about inner beauty, and like, yeah, it's amazing, right? And number two, so I shared that story in my VIP, and this $80 sweatshirt that I thought I wasn't going to sell any of, I already have 3 pre-orders on it. So if I would have kept on saying, I'm not going to sell this, who even cares? I wouldn't have posted it. I wouldn't have posted that story. I would have just like passed it by, right? And let me tell you, you guys are probably selling the things that you wear, right? So let's just say that you work out a ton and you're rocking the light and tights all the time and the sets. I bet you sell a ton of activewear. Now, let's just say you're in a different, my sideline sister, Ty Baker, she's like, I sell a crap ton of relaxation sweats because that's what I live in. And so she's like, I don't really work out as much as you, Sarah. So my customer base, they buy a lot of the athleisure wear and the relaxation sweats. So what you focus on grows. And that was a lot of the flourish this weekend, is really, having those seeds, watering them, planting them, and growing your business, but having that mindset, like it really, really makes a huge difference. So that is, my encouragement to you. And like the start off is, if you've been in a place in your business where you haven't been excited, you haven't been waking up, you're not wanting to post, you're not wanting to do things, try to reframe your brain into, a positive mindset, and think about the people's lives that you're touching, like your kids who think you're beautiful because you're sexy as hell. Your customers who look up to you, and they are so inspired by you posting yourself and your selfies. You have no idea. So people are watching, and if you stop posting, they'll probably notice, and who knows who you're going to inspire out there to do better and be better. And so that being said, that's the mindset piece. I was stuck at 10 minutes exactly, which was what I was given. And I'm going to pass it over to Eileen because she's going to talk about what she loves to talk about most, which is maximizing the amazing benefits that Zyia is giving you this month. So I'm going to
put my computer over here, not spilling more coffee.
Oh my goodness, isn't that story absolutely adorable?
It is recording, right?
Are we recording?
It
Yeah,
didn't
I think
say
it
it.
didn't
Okay.
say it was.
I had to
Okay,
accept it.
awesome.
Okay.
Guys, who is excited to be here this morning? Who is trying to be excited to be here this morning? Okay, it's okay to be honest about that too. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Eileen Maxwell. I'm a zyia director from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Sarah is my zyia mama, and we are pretty fortunate that we have a team of local people here. But the cool thing is, I'm so glad it's not just, I love you girls, but I'm so glad it's not just our local team, because as I look around, I see a couple of my zyia besties who live many, many hours from me, and then a couple of my team members who, one lives local to me, but she's cozy at home today, and Olivia lives, probably 4-hour drive, right, Olivia? 3 to 4, I would say. Yeah. So, for her to come over to Sioux Falls today would not be ultra convenient. So it is so great that we can have this sisterhood. And if people say you can't get to know people through Zoom, they are absolutely wrong. That's part of the reason that we have you on video, because there is so much power in body language, and because people can feel your energy even if they can't hear you talking. Would you agree? So I just am here because I am the queen. I will self-admittedly, if Zyia puts out a carrot, I will take a deep breath and say, I don't know how the heck I'm going to do this, but this is happening. So you guys, do you know that we have the opportunity this month to make some serious extra money? We're talking about significant cash bonuses. So we're all in different financial places, right? But I dare to say that any one of us, if you were to have an extra $500 plus bump on next month's Zyia check, would that be a pretty fun way to look at your bank, your online banking, and see that extra 500 more than you usually make? Who could get excited about that? And if not, you don't have a shopping problem like I do. So because let's be honest, I am not a Debbie Downer about the economy, but things are hard right now. I don't care if you're a one-income household or like me and single. We are all feeling the crunch, right? And even if you don't run a Zyia business for just the money to be your number one, an extra cushion always helps. So I encourage you, no matter what your reason for being a Zyia rep, if Zyia puts something out there, I encourage you to go for it with your whole heart, because you will see nothing but financial gain, but even more importantly, you will see financial gain or personal gain. The person that I was 3 years ago when I went after my first carrot in Zyia, I am not that same person. Am I still a work in progress? Absolutely. But my belief level in myself, in my business, and in my Zyia sisters, you'll ask, in fact, some of my Zyia sisters probably get annoyed with me. I had one, she may be on the call today, and I gave her a little bit of tough love and said, listen, you are amazing. And that's all there is to it. So let's figure this out, right? And so what Sarah was saying, yeah, she'll admit it, it was Emily. But in love, of course, because you do need those people who are willing to call you out when you need to know when you need the tough love and know when you need the gentle love, right? So if you don't have those people yet, seek them out. We can even reach out to Sarah or myself or whoever's team you're on, and they could probably pair you up with someone that they think would be a complementary fit to be a power partner. Okay, so I digress. Let's talk about promotions. We have 2 promotions running right now from Zyia. And then we are having one really fun one associated with this training. So I hope you're excited, because we are giving you the railroad track to run on to kill the rest of September. Who is looking at their back office and looking at your numbers and thinking, okay, well, this September is not exactly where I want it to be. Let's be honest. Who is in that boat right now? Are you ready to get excited? We have over half the month left. Do you know how much magic can happen in just a couple of days when you shift that mindset, when you decide,
again, I don't know how the heck I'm going to do this, but I'm going to go for it because why not? So I don't want you to look at your back office and get the, because I get it. It happens to me too. My personal sales are not where they usually are at this time of the month. Stacy, I know you and I were talking about that. It does not matter. As they say, the fat lady has not sung yet. The month is not over. So I need you to get out of that headspace of like, oh, well, I might as well just start again now in October because September is shot. No, we have so much time. Okay, first we have, and I hope you have pens because I want you to be writing this down, you guys. This is huge. So first thing we need to look at is the short-term promotions Zyia has going on. The Flourish TV challenge. I'm so excited to see them doing this because they're giving us money for doing these things. So now it's like bonus within this segment. And you guys, when Zyia does things, it is always strategic. Do you know what that told me when I read that email? That I'm not the only one who's maybe having a slow start to their month. Okay, you better believe that is why they're doing this. So I'm going to capitalize on that and I'm going to take the money they're willing to give me. Okay. So I don't look at that as like, oh gosh, things aren't good. I'm like, heck yeah, let's earn some extra money. So I actually brought, just because it'll shock you if you know me, probably not. I've not unpacked from Summit yet at all. Like, in fact, I forgot that I had a wet swimsuit and I just found it last night and I got home on Monday. It's all good, fine. Good thing I have 18 Zyia swimsuits. If it's moldy, I can throw it away and wear a different one. So I'm not saying to copy the way I do things. I'm telling you to give you hope because we are not perfect. We are perfectly imperfect women who do our best to bless others. That is what this is all about. So get it out of your mind. The comparison game is an ugly, ugly, ugly thing. And if you look at someone, just remember there's a whole lot of yuck behind the scenes that they're not showing you. So be nice to yourself and just be you. This is not supposed to be a motivational thing, but I feel like for promotions, if you don't have the right frame of mind, you're not going to do it. You might not even start to try, or you might start and then get 1 or 2 discouragements and throw in the towel. So that's why, to me, going for promotions and carrots and mindset and belief, they are one and the same. Because one, you can't achieve it without having the mental piece, having your head in the game. Anyway, I digress. You tell I like to talk. This is the Flourish Summit bag. Okay, so if you have your back office available, I'd encourage you, or the email. If you just keyword search Flourish, it should be the first thing to come up in your email. But so let's break this down. We had so yesterday's sales. So you all know how to search, like do a search in your order history, right? With dates. So that way, when you're going for those promos, you know exactly what you're working with. Okay, if you don't, reach out to the person who invited you or to me, I'll be glad to help you. So I'm not a numbers person, except for when it comes to promotions, because I want to know and make sure that I'm going to make the extra money. All the sales from 9/13 to 9/17 count in this promotion. Okay, so first part of it, do you have it?
Yeah, but my
available?
email wasn't loading, so I have the first one and the second one written down in the email.
Okay, so tier 1 of the Flourish. So this is your short term. So if the big September challenge, like, is a lot for you to digest, I encourage you to take this mini challenge and go with that, because that is going to build into the big September challenge. I like bite-sized pieces. I think most of us work better that way. I love this hot pink graphic. It's so pretty. It makes me happy. Okay, first tier, 500 PV. 1 new customer. With that, you get your choice of the Flourish bag or $100 cash. Well, I'm always the cash picker, but if you weren't able to go to Summit, this swag is pretty great. I'm not going to lie. So real quick, let me show you. There's this adorable hot pink makeup bag with the yellow writing. It's so cute. They always give us a notebook, and they're nice size notebooks. You can like throw it. They're not oversized. You can throw it easily in a bag or purse or backpack with a cute hot pink Zyia pen. You see that? See?
The pen write's really good too.
Oh,
I'm
and
obsessed with it.
not all pens are created equal. Would you agree? Y'all have, see, I got more nods with that with anything. Okay, I'll talk about pens more. Okay, got it, got it.
Yeah.
And then you have little lanyard key thing, whatever you call it. That'd be good because I can never find my key fob when I'm leaving the gym and then I look like a weirdo trying to break into someone's car. Yep. Olivia knows what I'm talking about. And then, oh, I didn't even know what I was all in here.
Get that?
Oh, cute. Look at that, a keychain. Scarlett will be stealing that for sure. That'll be going on her backpack. Any keychain she takes from me. And then in my opinion, and then the bag is cool because it actually has an internal bottle holder, which is kind of cool. And then it's kind of like a mini bucket style. It's real cute. Again, real cute. Again, I'm sure I'll be losing this to my 11-year-old, which is fine because she's my little walking advertisement. But I think the best part is this cup. Okay, any pink lovers? Yeah. So this has like the tone on tone zyia on two sides. This is the cool part. Look at this. Yes, I'm selling you on this because I get excited. If you are having a hard time finding excitement for things, you need to find a way that pumps you up. So maybe the cash you really don't care about. I don't know who that is, but if you don't want $100, fine, take the prizes. You can do the drinky straw, or you can use it for hot. And apparently, or if you want to avoid wrinkles, you can do it this way. I just got told that I should probably think about starting to not drink out of straws as much because I wouldn't.
I don't.
I'm kidding. I'm spinning that. Sarah said, well, I don't drink out. And then I started thinking, oh my gosh, no wonder my nasolabial folds are so deep. It's also because I smile all the time, but we'll blame it on the straws. Great cup. Okay. So that's tier 1. Tier 2, you don't have to sell. Oh, and then you need a new customer. Anyone, is that part of it actually make you more nervous than the 500 in sales part? Yeah, we're going to be talking about that. Okay, next tier, same amount of sales, but you're adding 1 rep to your team. Who, when they read that or hear that, get the little like feeling? Yeah, okay. And this is all me too. Heather has been in zyia since the beginning of time. And she's sponsored dozens and dozens of people in her day. But why do we feel that way? How often do we sell a $150 outfit to one of our customers? Hopefully fairly frequently, right? Right? Scared of the no, absolutely. But really, what is there truly to be afraid of when you break it down? If they tell you no, as long as you are doing it in a non-yucky way, you are not out anything. They will still be your customer. They will still be your friend. Again, if you're doing things in an authentic, genuine way. We didn't allow a lot of time because we didn't know about this promotion when we planned this. But I anticipate that we will be doing some other sub meetings off of this. But if you need scripting of how to reach out to people, also the zyia challenge today is reaching out to 5 people about the business opportunity. We'll figure out a way to get you some verbiage sent out
And I
today.
think just if you have a group chat, like with your team, ask your leader for maybe sample verbiage in your group chat, since we're all gonna be doing it today.
Right, exactly. So, don't let that scare you. It's only a $149 sale. That's honestly how I look at it. They get a lot for their money. They get to decide bundle, business, or both. That's all it comes down to. We overcomplicate it. Okay. Third tier is that same components. I'm shedding 1 new rep, 1 new customer, and 1,000 PV. Okay. For some of us who have an established customer base, that seems doable. For some of us who maybe are newer or restarting, 1,000 could seem really, really overwhelming. But I got to tell you that if you maximize this, this business and the tools that zyia gives us, i.e. this amazing, have you sold any of these adorable yellow Heidi jackets? They're so cute. They're so cute. So, there's plenty of time. There's time to do flash sale. There's time to do even a pop-up mini party. You guys, and because I'm loading it, by 7 p.m. tonight, there will be a completely full built party if you join our challenge. So you could even start a party tomorrow and then have that run that during this challenge time, right? Why not? If it's already built for you, most of the brain work is gone. All you have to do is invite. So again, get creative. Don't shut it down just because it might seem like a lot. The cash bonus with tier 2 is you get the swag bag automatically. You don't have to choose. Plus you get $100. Love that. And then of course, tier 3 is where the cash is at. $250 and the bag. I love it. Okay. So again, I'm going to talk now about the big September promo, but I encourage you, if you're someone who maybe it's been a long time since you've earned a Zyia challenge, or maybe you've never earned a Zyia challenge, that's fine. I want you to focus on that mini flourish promo first, and then see how much closer you are to one of the big September promos. Does that make sense? Yeah, and this on top of your commissions. This is insane. So you think about that $1,000 in sales, 28%, and then plus $250. Christine, what's the math on that? It's over $500, right?
Plus another 50 for the September.
Oh, plus a 50 for a team member. So working at like
you're looking at
$580
$580 or something like that. 280 plus 280 plus 300, right? Yeah, 580.
And that's just for this one little chunk of time. You guys, we realistically, any of us at this moment, even if you've got goose eggs in your back office for your PV, you realistically could see $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 paycheck next month. This is not an exaggeration. Who can get excited? I mean, Christmas is coming, and also Halloween's expensive. My daughter wants like 8,000 different things for her costume. So, okay, the big climb the bonus ladder. Again, this is available in your back office. But again, the components fit into each other. First tier, $200, bam. $1,250 for the month. And then 5 new customers. You bump that up to 10 new customers and 2,500 PV, 350 bonus. And then the big daddy is 5,000 PV, 15 new customers, $700 bonus. And then there's the ancillary off to the side, right? So there's the 2 ladders there. I'm not going to lie, this graphic confused the heck out of me when I saw it. So I had to really break it down. I even asked someone at Summit to like, am I understanding this right? And I was. But then if you choose then to add on team members and you have hit minimum the second sales tier is how this works. So if you've done the 2,500 and 10 new customers and then add 1 new team member, you get a $100 bonus. On top of, you actually get a $50 bonus too because of Zyia's overall promotion. So then if you were to do,
you get a total of $1,000 cash from Zyia if you hit the top right tier, because it has the example right here. You sell 5,300 PV, 15 new customers, you'll get a $700 bonus. And actually now with this new promo, if you do it all before the 17th, your paycheck will be $1,250. If you do the entire,
just for bonuses.
well, if you end up getting that $250 before the 17th, right? And that's just that one component. The rest of this is for the 30th. So if you just focus on the 17th,
13th to the 17th, then you already are well on your way. Okay. And I'm going to tell you, you're getting your first new customer. It's like breaking the ice. It is the hardest one. So I had 16 new customers in July and 15 by the skin of my teeth in August. So I know this is not an easy sell. I thought when this promotion came out, everyone would be like, oh my gosh, I see Zyia. And guess what? They don't get it. So it is our job to educate them and take the confusing part out of it. Now, fortunately, Zyia for this month has made it better, right? Who has added a new customer in September? Okay, Heather, did it work for them to add the free items immediately? You're muted.
Renee says yes.
It did. Oh, good. Okay. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. Beginning of my September personally has not been my favorite, and just personally. And so I have not done a ton of work and reach out. So I don't have any new, but that doesn't mean I'm not getting the top tier of this bonus because we still have a ton of month left. So good. I'm glad to hear. So now all they do is create a profile. And again, I encourage you, Heather, I was so proud when Heather liked my idea at Summit. I encourage you to switch your verbiage a little bit. I see a lot of talk of create an account on my Zyia. Well, to me, an account like equals a subscription, or like you're almost like a tricky way of like enrolling as a rep. Do you kind of see where I'm thinking of that? Not everyone's brain goes that way, but there's enough direct sales around that have accounts that either cost money or that means you are committed to buying something, more than once. So I like the verbiage of all you have to do is create a profile on my website. It just takes 2 minutes, which is true. You'll get an email that will confirm that account like we get that any website you set up. So people are used to that. It's not a big deal. Then they go and shop $50 on the website, and then they're able to go into that new customer segment on your shopping link and add 2 items. Awesome. So again, take the confusingness out of it and walk them through it. I will be sending out,
I don't think they have to wait for an email anymore. You just create it. And then you log in and add $50.
Correct. Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, you said wait for the email. You don't have to do that anymore.
You have to confirm the account though.
Yeah. You create and confirm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was saying.
Confirm. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's like any other recruiting a profile on any new website. It's an authentication is what it is. And so yes, the email will authenticate, and then all they do is go in, add the $50, and then they get their items. So we'll be giving you some verbiage for that. Also, any of you reached out to already 5 million people about this, then you're like, oh my gosh, like there's still a lot of people that didn't take advantage of it. I also am going to send you some verbiage that of how to reapproach it. Oh my gosh, guess what? The promo's still happening, but it's even easier than ever. So can I use you as my guinea pig? I need to have real people like try this out. And I thought of you because you totally deserve some free. I'll get that in writing because again, that shocker came off the top of my head. But I will, if you like things to copy and paste, we will give you those tools. So my goal from Summit is to stop doing so much off the cuff and actually be organized about it. So that way the success that I've been so fortunate to see in zyia, that can be passed on to all of you. So just so you know, if you're on my team, that is my goal because that's something I can be better at. So I'm excited to see where that takes us. And then you all are just the happy recipients of all my crazy ideas. So you're welcome. Okay, so I'm going to open it up. Take yourself off mute for a second. We're going to get vulnerable for a second. Okay. I would like at least 3 people to share which flourish level you're going for, right? So the short-term goal, and then for September, which on the ladder, which goal you're going for. So
I need to pull it back up so I can look at it again.
Level 1 does not include a new rep. Level 2 and 3 includes new rep
for the flourish.
for the 4.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Level 3 is just more PV with the new.
Are we just talking or are we?
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Okay. I'll go first. I'm Emily and I live in Millington, Tennessee. I met Eileen. When did we meet first?
Hawaii.
Oh, Hawaii. Yes. And she is my person. I'm the one that she's talking about that she had to give a pep talk to. I have been awfully hard on myself. But anyway, so I've been with zyia for 4 years. Still haven't hit director. That was one of the things I talked to her about. I'm a senior rep. But I am just right now I'm, doing little steps at a time. I have earned 3 trips and I did earn 3 months of the 4K this time. This has actually been my best year, believe it or not. But mentally and everything else, I'm just struggling with belief in myself. But I'm gonna definitely go for the first tier and then just go from there.
Okay.
Was there
Awesome.
anything else you wanted to know?
Yeah, just we want to know so we can support each other for the Flourish Challenge, which you're going for, and then for the overall September where you're going. So thank you for sharing. Who else wants to share with what they're going for the promo? Stacy, go for it.
I will. I'm definitely going to go for the 3rd tier with 1 new rep, 1 new customer, 1,000 PV, because I'm almost already there. I got the first 2 knocked out, but I need the new rep. And then I would like to do the 5,000 on the ladder. That's my goal. If I can get to the 2,500 plus 10, that would be amazing. So my goal is to shoot big, but just got to be positive, right? And keep
Stacey,
posting.
as a 12-month 4K earner, you and I both know you can do the 5K. So I will commit to you that those are my goals as well. So let's do this. Okay.
Let's do it together then.
Awesome. Who else?
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll go first. And then I want to do the middle tier for the Flourish Challenge. So the one new rep, one new customer, 500 PV. I think that's doable. And then I also want to do the middle tier for the 10 new customers plus 2,500 PV for the month. I think that's something I could do. And I think that would be a good progression for where I'm at this point in the month.
I love it. What are you going to do with that extra $700 in bonuses?
Oh my gosh, pay for tuition, pay for dentist bills, there's just some weird random bills that we have this month that I would love to help out my family with.
Promise me you'll take at least $75 and go do something fun, get a massage, get a pedicure, buy something, a pair of shoes you've been looking at. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So again, feel free to comment in the chats. I don't want to use all our time, but I share that because there's power in verbalizing our goals. When you keep it all in here, it's a lot more likely that you're not going to hit it. Even further, I encourage you, I'm a huge goal poster person. And if you're friends with me on Facebook, you know they are not pretty. And if I do a sales thermometer, it'll probably end up looking like a male genitalia. But you know what? It doesn't have to be pretty or perfect. You just need the visual. And if the visual makes you laugh, I think it's probably even better. So that is the promos. That's how to talk to new customers, because that's part of these promos. You guys, so the reason why Zyia is doing this new customer thing, I want to tell you about in closing, my new customer, Katie. Katie is someone who's been Facebook friends with me for 3 years. She is a colleague and also works in HR at Avera. She was not a part of my VIP group. She's never even liked any of my stuff I posted on my page. So in July, when I was posting almost daily, by the way, on my personal page about this new customer promo, about 2 weeks in, I posted a picture I was wearing. I did look really cute. I was wearing the brown dot clubs and just, feeling fly. And be sure to be taking a picture of yourself when you're feeling really good. That comes through in your pictures. Share that because that is contagious. Okay. Side note. She reached out to me via Messenger and said, so I've been watching you for a long time, had no idea. I think I want some of those shorts. And I said, well, perfect. You've never shopped Zyia before, right? She's like, no, never. She said, I need help sizing. And I said, guess what? You're going to unlock 2 free items. She said, well, I had seen you post something about that. Had she liked or commented on any of those posts? No. So she purchased, she came to our July customer appreciation event. From there, she ordered 3 times at the event, spent over $300. She then booked a party, which is happening this week, and has purchased 3 additional times since that customer appreciation event. I am sure that she will become a rep, if nothing else, because she is now addicted. And we have become great friends, and she loves her Zyia. So if you're questioning, because it is a lot of work to get these new customers, because people do not know about Zyia, so they don't know how great it is yet, right? But I want you to think about Katie when you think about the work you're putting into this. And you don't know who the next Katie is going to be when you are reaching out to people. Within her, it's going to be literally, I'm not exaggerating, thousands of dollars in sales. I guarantee it. Because she is bringing then additional new people to her party this week that have never tried Zyia. You guys, this is why we do what Zyia suggests we do. There's a method to the madness. So get out of your comfort zone, get out of your head, believe in yourself, grab a power partner, and let's do this damn thing.
And then before we go on to the next person who's speaking, so we only have 2 more people and we're going into the action steps. But just to conclude, Eileen is going to send us verbiage on how, her verbiage on what she sends to brand new customers, and then also ones that she sent it in the past and maybe they haven't like actually fulfilled it yet. So we will have actual verbiage for you. Again, we encourage it to change, like as far as, so it sounds like it's coming from you. All right, next up we have Heather. She's gonna, correct, yes, talk about the power of the party. I'm so pumped for you, Heather. You are next.
Did Sarah pause for everyone else or just me?
Yep, for me
Okay.
too.
Okay. I'm like, she said next up and then that's all. Okay. So it's me, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yes, action items, like she just said. So we're all pumped up. We know everything that we want to do. And now we don't want to just let you back into the world and say, figure it out, get it done. You all committed to hitting that tier or whatever. We wanted to come together as a team of Sideline Sisters and whatnot here and give you some like tangible ways that you can go into the world and get any of those tiers done. However, Stacy, you said you already hit the $1,000. You hit that since yesterday for this Flourish Challenge?
Oh, no, nope,
Okay,
sorry.
I was like, maybe I should hand it over to Stacy because
No, okay, I
amazing,
misunderstood. Yep.
$1,000 in one day.
I think I've hit 500, but not
That is
1,000.
still freaking amazing. Hey, there's probably some of us on this call that would say one order since yesterday would have been nice. So some of us need to go and get at least, you know, $1 since yesterday. So 500 is freaking amazing. So yeah, so just to make sure to point that out, the Flourish mini challenge in the middle that we're talking here from the 13th to the 17th, whatever you've made beforehand will go towards the entire ladder challenge. But to hit those tiers, you have to do 500 or 1,000 starting yesterday, which some people made major money on that make room sale. I may have purchased it myself, but hey, PV is PV. Okay, so how do we go out there and get that $500 to $1,000? And how do we add new customers and reps? We have a plan for you guys for both of those things, and it doesn't involve cold messaging everybody on Instagram. So, I mean, you could. So we want to do, actually, let me see if anybody on here knows. You guys all know about consistency, you know about the power of the follow-up and all that, but what is the lifeblood of our business? What creates more growth, money, new customers, new reps? What widens our network and casts a wider net than any other activity that we can do? I see Lori already mouthing it. Yes, yes, it is parties. So we could just say, go out there, go book a party. Here's a party challenge, a booking party challenge, go and do it. That's great. That works. But we want to do something in solidarity here. Has anybody on here ever participated in any sort of mega party before? Whether it was a team wide or like if you were under Katie's leg, we've done like an entire Grit and Grace one before or whatever. Okay, so everybody's familiar with the mega party. We are turning it on its head a little bit because doing it in the way that we're going to propose is going to also bring in those new customers that we need, that customers that already exist in your world, are already part of your funnel, and those who aren't. Going off of what Eileen said too, with like, you never know who's actually watching because a lot of those people don't like and comment. That happened to me last month as well. I have a real life friend, somebody who's been my friend for 30 years. So she's been in my VIP group for over 5 years now and has never purchased. And I've reached out to her many a times. I've tagged her many times. I've slowed down on talking to her in general because you don't want to like really make your true real friends mad, right? So, but I'm consistent. I post regularly in my VIP, so she sees my stuff regularly without commenting or liking on it. She reached out to me at the end of last month, said, hey, it's my birthday this week. I've been meaning to support you for 5.5 years. I want to make a big purchase. Anybody at Summit heard this story that she purchased over $300 on the last day of the month and I forgot to move it. So it went into a shopping cart order, but that's okay. It went into my PV and she became a new customer and she got new stuff and she's already posted that she loves her brand new free jogger so much and like posted it on her wall and stuff like that. So you never know who's watching, keep consistent. Okay, so team mega party. We are considering ourselves a team here, whether or not you're directly under anybody or not. Just realized I didn't even introduce myself to some of the people who are on here, don't know me. Heather Vasquez, executive. I am directly sponsored by Blair. So everybody on here is somewhere under Blair, right? Somewhere along the line. So yeah, so we're all on the same team and we are going to do a mega party that the beautiful Eileen, I can see just her shoulder off screen there. There you go. She has already set up and done for us. We have a group that we've already set up. The group is not to host the mega party in, which is going to make this different than probably any mega party you've ever done before. It is there for our sample to steal all of Eileen's posts and plug them in somewhere else. Do that in a second. We're going to plug them in somewhere else. And if you want to just close your eyes and do the party, like Eileen's already done it all for you. We're going to talk about some tweaks that you can make and we encourage you to make, but the party's already ready to go. If you accept the challenge that I think somebody's going to come back, maybe Christine's going to give us at the end there. If you accept the challenge, then you will be adding yourself to that group where you'll be able to, I'm going to say borrow and not steal all of those posts to run this mega party. So the mega aspect of it is these 4 people right here. So myself and Eileen and Sarah and Christine, we are providing the prizes for this mega. And Christine, do you go into the breakdown of this? Should I not go into the specifics of? You are going to go into the specifics of it? Okay. So yeah, so we're providing that. What you're doing is you're providing your customers, you're providing the heat. We're going to take all of those posts and put them into our personal VIP parties. So you're going to run this mega party that each of us are running simultaneously in our VIP groups. The reason for that is you have your captive audience there. If anybody's thrown like a mystery party in your VIP, it'll be similar to that. However, it's going to be bigger and grander because it has the power of all the rest of us and all these prizes that will tell you about behind the scenes in it. You'll also have, so you'll have your normal people who pay attention to your VIP group. You'll have those lurkers like my friend who had been there for 5.5 years and never ordered. They'll be there watching it too. And then part of the challenge is we're going to be encouraging you guys to bring brand new customers that you'll be asking to join your VIP group so that they can check out this party. Even if they don't purchase, they've added themselves to your VIP and they're now in that very captive funnel. So it's going to be a twofer. Okay. And I know I said from the top, or the reason that we party, right? It's the lifeblood of our business. It's how we get things to expand and grow. But I wanted to point out the 4 main reasons that we party, because I saw a few people over here commenting about like having dud parties lately or not having booked any parties in a while or whatever. But I listened to something the other day that made a light bulb go off that has gone off many years ago for me. And I guess I let it burn out. So the 4 purposes of a party, I think everybody focuses on the number 1 reason, which is to make sales, to add to your PV. Duh, yeah, obviously that's a reason. But that's not the entire reason for a party. There's 3 others and a subset reason as well, kind of a 5th. So number 1 reason, or not number 1, but the first reason that I'm going to is the most obvious, to make PV and sales. But the number 2 is to expand your network. Of course, this is talking a traditional party where you find a hostess and she brings in all of her friends. You're expanding the network. Who in here has had a party, whether or not it had sales, and you add one of her friends, whether or not she made a purchase, she adds to your VIP, and somewhere down the line, she reaches out and makes a purchase or something. Or like, do you ever get those that come out of the woodworks and you're like, who are you? Where is this order from? You're like, you're my VIP group. What? Oh, you came from Sally's party 2.5 years ago, right? So expanding that network. Of course, we're going to like purposefully expand our network into our own network because we're going to be reaching out to people to get them in who aren't in our VIP groups. It's a little bit different, but expanding that network is just as important as making PV because they are future PV or they are future other things for the business, even if they're future referrals. I've also had plenty of people that I've added who never make a purchase, but tell their sister or whatever, right? So number 2, expanding your network, adding to your VIP, expanding your customer base. Number 3 reason for throwing a party, hosting a party, is introducing the business opportunity, right? I know quite a few people like to skate by this real quick, and I know people who don't talk about it at all during parties. I want to come here as a testament to you all that I went, so I know Katie Ganderton, that's actually was my sponsor before I rolled up to Blair. Okay, Katie Ganderton. She threw a party. It was actually a fundraiser, which is a legitimate party, but not even like a party. She threw it just to see what this whole thing was about. She didn't mention the business opportunity, but modeled the business opportunity by doing the do, showing up and selling these leggings. And I approached Katie during this fundraiser and said, can people become a rep or whatever? Like, how do you do this? And then she was like, oh yeah, here you go. And here's all the information, and did what she was supposed to do after that. But you can throw a party, not mention the business opportunity, just present it by being a good rep, throwing a good party. And people might come up to you and ask if they can if they can join you in this business. You can get a rep by throwing a party because I did it to Katie. And not to toot my own horn, but I think I'm a pretty good, like, I want to catch more of me is what I'm trying to say without bragging too much. If I could have, 100 of me on my team, I'd be Natalie Robeson or whatever. So, and that's the third reason to throw a party, is to opt to share the business opportunity, whether you're doing overtly, which I think you should do. I think you should have a post about it. I think you should reach out to people, especially if they place like $150 order. You can be like, that is a kit right there. And if not, just being a good rep during the party, they may approach you or it might plant a seed. Okay. And then the fourth reason to throw a party is to book more parties, because like Eileen already touched on this, how she threw a party that somebody wanted to then book a party off of, right? And then it just goes from there. Because if you book a party from your party, then you achieve all those other 3 things that we're talking about, and that just keeps going. That next party could make you sales, could expand your network, could get you a rep, could book you in a party, which could make, right? It's like the mirror of the mirror of the mirror of the mirror. So those are the 4 reasons. And then the 5th reason that is a true reason, and of course this is in traditional parties, not our mega party, but earning rewards for your hostess would be like that 5th reason. It's legitimate, it's important, but earning rewards for your hostess is a thank you for providing you the platform for all those 3 or the 4 reasons above, right? And with earning those rewards, that's some of the easiest. There's 2 people on this call right now who, because they earned enough rewards, use those rewards to sign up to become a rep. So nothing to sneeze at. And there's probably more than you, but I'm just looking at 2 of your faces right now that I did that to personally. Okay. So, basically, like, you can explode your business if you do parties regularly and if you do them well. And I want to emphasize that well does not mean perfect. And we maybe even want to encourage you to not be perfect, because nobody can replicate that. Nobody can relate to perfection. So you show up as you. I mean, I'm perfect. So if I show up as me, I'm showing up perfectly. But like for most people, for most people. No, you show up as you show up with your personality. That's why when we go more into specifically this mega party that we are going to have you go forth with, we're going to encourage you to take down some of the beautiful pictures of Eileen and switch them with pictures of yourself if you have them, because people want to see, especially in this VIP party, this VIP mega party that we're doing, people are going to want to see you because they already know you because they're in your VIP group. I also want to add, before I turn it over to Christine to finish us out here, that when you invite people to this mega party that you're going to be throwing, because you're going to reach out to people who are not in your VIP group to say, hey, come join my VIP group because I'm going to be doing this fall fashion event and I want you to check it out. Once they're in there, you can add the, hey, thanks for joining. Hope you like the fall fashions. By the way, if you spend $50 with your customer profile, you get free items. Boom, 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 right? But I want you to do all of those through direct messages. You're not going to get anybody if you go on your VIP group, hit that invite button. They're definitely not going to join your VIP group. They're not even going to know that it's a party. So we're going to be reaching out to people specifically. I think there would even be a way today to kind of do a 2-for-1. You're reaching out to 5 people about the business opportunity. I don't think it's too much of a stretch to be like, by the way, I have this verbiage already in the fall party, like ready to go, but I just want to tell you here. So I don't think it's too much of a stretch to say, hey, I don't know if you've ever seen what I do before, but I rep a brand called Zyia, blah, 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 like how I would say, come check out my VIP group. I'm going to be doing a fall fashion party that I think you would like to take a look at, and maybe even take a look to see if you would want to do what I do as well. You could even wrap those up. It might be a big swallow for some people. It might depend on the type of person, or you might want to start a conversation, tell them to join your VIP, and then continue that conversation and being like, hey, check out what I do. You'll see what I do this week during this party. And I love you. Maybe you'd want to join me too. Like, you could make that in like a longer drawn out conversation, but I don't know about everyone else, but I'm pretty scared about these 5 asks today. So if there's any other way that we can like wrap them up a little nicer. So I'm going to pass it on over to Christine. She's going to tell us a little bit more about some of the details here.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. So if you don't know me, I am Christine Sabatino. I am not on Heather or Sarah or Eileen's team. I am completely a side sister. I met Eileen through the first Hike to Remember, and we've been power buddies ever since. And she introduced me to these other ladies when we were in Anaheim together. So that's just the power of our team and our community in that. Like, I am talking to these ladies on a pretty frequent basis, Eileen and I, multiple times throughout a day, about life, about whatever, and just cheering each other on. I posted in the comments earlier, part of our mindset is writing down our goals. It's super simple. If you write down your goal, even if you don't share it with anybody, you just write it down, place it somewhere where you'll see it on a regular basis, you are 42% more likely to hit your goal. I don't know about you, but those are some pretty good odds. So I go with that every single time. Even when I'm doubting myself, I will at least write it down. If I'm feeling a little bit more confident, I will share it with my power buddies or anybody that will listen to me for 5 seconds, just to get it out there into the world so that it's even more likely that I'm going to hit my goal, because that's some sort of accountability. I said I would do it. Am I trying to do it or not? The next thing that I want to talk about, I know it wasn't even supposed to, but I go through this on a daily basis. Break down your goals into bite-sized pieces. So when you're looking at the 500 PV from the 13th through the 17th, just because I hit 4K for a year, I am struggling this month, guys. And the 1,000 is looking to be harder than it typically is. So when those promotions came out, first thought was like, I don't know if I'm going to hit it this month. And I said that out loud. I shouldn't have, but I did. And guess what? Power Buddies came to the rescue and said, you've done it before. You can do it again. We're going to do it together. Okay. So break down your goals. 500 PV is 8 pairs of leggings. 1 pair of those goes to a new customer. The other 7 can be from people that you know, even you can buy a pair. And you'll hit the 500 PV within the 5 days. And if you don't hit it in the 5 days, it's not the end of the world because it will still help you. Sorry, puppy. It'll still help you for the September goals. I have a toddler, Pomsky, and anytime that I talk, he chooses then to act up. So just a little encouragement. Okay, as Heather mentioned, parties are the lifeblood of our business. If you need more sales, throw it. If you need to party on it. If you need more reps on your team, throw a party on it. That's going to get you the biggest reach. It's always the case, and I'm guilty of it too, where you're like, it's just nobody wants to do a party. No one, I ask about parties. They don't want the free clothes. They don't want the half off. Change your mindset. I know I've changed my verbiage, just like Eileen mentioned, customer account versus customer profile. I changed my verbiage and I make it's a sip and shop event. It's a style event. It's a personalized style event for you and 3 friends. Whatever I feel like is the best way to explain what I'm doing, to make it not sound like a party, because people have heard parties since Tupperware and Mary Kay, like back in the 70s and the 80s. They're overdone with parties. We need to make it more personalized. That's my personal opinion. Maybe you're still good with the broader reach, but especially when you're inviting by DMs, make it more personalized. It's for them and their friends, the closest friends that they would invite over to their house if distance wasn't an issue. It's for people that wear clothes. We all know everybody wears clothes. Do you want to look cute and confident in your clothes? Then this is for you. So make sure that you're following the advice of getting into people's DMs. That'll help your algorithm. It'll help you be seen. It'll help you get buy-in from the people that are joining your VIP and joining the party, because they already know what to expect. They're not joining it blind and being like, oh, I didn't sign up for this. The other thing that I'm going to mention in the mock party page, that if you commit to throwing this mega bash party in your VIP, you'll get access to, pay attention to the group questions that you answer when you join the page. They're samples, but that is an easy way to at least approach your customers one time to find out if they're new to Zyia. Are they interested in hosting? Are they interested in getting a discount? Are they interested in becoming a rep? So here are the sample questions that I use for my VIP. I will write this down and document for you guys. You can share it. But ever since we started the new customer promo, first question is, welcome to the community. Have you tried Zyia before? The answers are not yet. I'm excited to see what the hype's all about. I have a few pieces and ready to try more. Or yes, I'm obsessed and can't wait to add to my wardrobe. So I get a gauge on where they're at in familiarity with Zyia. Next question, which athleisure wear category are you most interested to learn about? And then I caveat it with pick one to start. They're all so good, because I was finding I was getting overwhelmed with showing them everything if they chose everything. So they choose leggings, sports bras, tops, or joggers. And that starts a conversation in DM. The last one is, which of these are you most interested to learn about? Product information, brand rep information, or both? And I put it as brand rep for a reason, because people are familiar with being an affiliate now. And so they're familiar with getting a discount to wear and show a brand. So it's an easier in for me personally than saying, do you want to make commissions? Because they know that they can get a discount from wearing and sharing a brand that they love. They're more likely to say yes to that than if you are like, are you struggling to pay your bills every month? Because people don't want to talk about finances. Finances are scary. Personal opinion, but that's my easy way to start a conversation. And in parties, I put those 3 questions. Multiple times I have people select brand rep information, off the bat. And that invites me to have that conversation with them. And it's less scary than me pushing it on them when they're not expecting it. So that's an easy way to get your 5 opportunity questions out today. If you have 5 new people join your VIP, you're ahead of the game. They've already answered that question for you. So that was that. For our customers, we have put in weekender bag prizes, or possibly the new tote bag that just came out this week. So for all of our VIPs, anybody that shops this from now, well, actually from tomorrow, because you have to commit by tomorrow. So anybody that shops from your start of your party through the 25th, we're closing every party out by the 25th. That's important so that we can price and to you guys. They will be entered to win a weekender duffel bag. It's $100 value. It's super cute. It's great for they can add people to your VIP. That gets them an entry. Every $20 that they order gets them entry. If they decide to book a party, they get an entry. We might want to up it for booking a party, but they at least get 1 entry. So it's easy for them to get included in those prizes. Plus anything else that you're doing in your VIP is totally on you. You can customize it how you want to. But this is an additional prize donated by the 4 of us to help you guys out and to help us too. Our people will be included as well. Let me see what else. Now, we're not just rewarding our customers. We are also rewarding and incentivizing you guys too. We mentioned at the beginning of the call that we're adding a challenge on top of all of the stuff that Zyia is already throwing at us to work in those how-to behaviors that are going to generate revenue for you. So the first entry that you guys get is throwing a party in your VIP over these days. You get an entry into the prizes that will help you with your business. So prizes include a new ring light. Prizes include a QR code keychain that has your VIP and all your links on it. Prizes include an accessory bundle that you can use as gifts for your VIPs, or you can just keep them for yourself and advertise Zyia even more. Prizes also include a moon necklace. Again, if you're wearing anything to do with Zyia, you are a walking brand advertisement for your business. And it's the easiest way to start conversations, to get new customers, to get new VIPs, to get new hostesses, to get new reps. So we're giving prizes to help you with your business. Next way that you can enter into getting prizes is every $200 in PV that you do from Sunday through the 25th will get you entries into it. If you hit 1,000 in PV from Sunday through the 25th, then you get an extra entry. Every new customer that you have from the new customer promo, you get an entry. And every 5 people that you get added to your VIP, you get an entry. So it's a way to grow your VIP. It's a way to get those new customers. It's a way to grow your PV. And hopefully it'll be a way to get more hostesses and to get more reps for you guys. But bottom line, commit to the challenge. There's no harm in committing to the challenge. If anything, it will only make you better. Anytime that Zyia throws out a challenge, like Eileen said, I go for it. I go for it because I know just going for it is winning. Just going for it, I will be that much better. I will be that much better in my confidence. I'll be that much better in serving my customers. I'll be that much better in being a trainer for people on my team. I'll be that much better in being a friend and an advocate for my community. And there's no harm in trying. Okay, guys, don't be scared of trying. Don't be scared of saying, well, I didn't do it before. What's different now? Different now is you. Different now is your mindset. Different now is that you have a team that's doing it with you. Okay, we can do this. I'm saying that to myself as much as I'm saying it to you. We can do this. We can hit these goals. And I encourage you to go for a stretch goal. I know it sounds scary, especially when you're looking at your back office numbers and you're like, that's a lot. That's double, that's triple what I've already done so far this month in a shorter amount of time. Go for the stretch goal. When you shoot for the moon, even if you don't make it, you'll land among the stars, guys. All the cheesy sayings, they are there for a reason. Okay. So I hope this is encouragement to you. Remember to commit by tomorrow night at midnight, and you'll get access to the mock party page that we've been talking about. We'll include our verbiage that we use for invites, that we use for new customer. We'll include verbiage that we use for questions to get into your VIP. And as much as resources that we can provide to you guys, we are here for you. Whether you're in our downline, our sideline, our upline, whatever it may be, we are here for you. You are part of this team in this community. We're making our own family here, okay? So I hope you're encouraged. We'll have the graphics for the prizes up for you guys as well. And jump into that mock party page, because just doing it's already post for your VIP for this next week. Makes your life easier. You can schedule it and post and pray, or you can schedule it and be intentional about messaging people, which I hope you choose to do. Okay. All right. That's it. Sarah, it's back to you.
Okay, thank you so much. So we gave you so much information. I realize that. And so I do want to I'm going to do a really fast summary. So if your minds are exploding and you're like, what just happened? What are we all doing? I'm here to sum it up for you. Okay. Number one, we have to know if you're committed to joining us by tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time. Now, you guys know I don't mind extending the deadlines a little bit here and there. So let's just say you have a team member who can't watch this replay until Monday morning. I'm not going to be a hard cut. No, you can't do this. But we kind of want to know for prize factors who's committing to this. How do you commit? We're okay, yeah, I'm committed. Let's go. I'm already in, Sarah. What we're going to do is, if you are in this or watching this training, you need to be in a group chat for one of the leaders that spoke. So one of these leaders that just spoke today will share with you the Facebook mock party group link. Okay. So be in our group chat. It might not actually be posted in your Facebook group. It's probably just going to be in your group chat. So that link to that mock party, you have access to it only if you're committing to throwing a party in your VIP group. So that is your carrot, your reward already, a done for you party, but you have to commit. So the membership questions are in there. And one of the questions is, are you committed to throwing this party? If you put no, I'm not going to let you into the group. Okay. So you have to commit. Now, it is a done for you party. Does that mean you have to use exactly what we are posting? No, but it's taking the brain work out for you with done posts already to really help you out. Okay. Now, Eileen did it. Thank her. Bless her heart. She worked really hard and she does a great job partying. It is a mock partying. Comments are shut off. The posts are in reverse order. So it's day one's at the bottom. So you need to scroll down to the bottom.
Say something about that?
Yeah.
Just a couple tips for, number one, I'm about halfway through, no lie, with getting it loaded. I'm promising you, because I'm going to move with my mom, it will be completely done by 7 p.m. tonight, Central Standard. Okay. So just know that we're not going to let anyone in before that, because I wanted to have a finished product for you. Okay. So if we don't accept you this afternoon, it's not because we're denying you. It's because Eileen is still working and this took a lot more hours than I was anticipating.
We just won't share it till it's done.
Right, exactly. And then anytime you see my picture, of course, use my pictures, but I encourage you, if you have yourself a picture in that item that's being featured, replace my picture with your picture. Okay, there's power they repeatedly them seeing you wearing the product. The other thing is that for each post, you will see they're in parentheses. You will see this is only a 4-day format. Okay, there's going to be pre-post is one, so you can keyword search. So when you're scheduling your post, put in pre-party in the search bar in the group, and then you will get all of the posts for the pre-party. There'll be day 1, and 1 is spelled out with letters, so ONE, not the number 1. So there'll be day 1, day 2, day 3, and then wrap up, and that'll be your final day. So that way you can really be organized, and if you can pick how you want to schedule, if you want to do it the night before, what do you want to do, but that's how you keyword search. So anything to be done in that day, that's how you search for it. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me specifically.
Okay, so that is the party. You are committing to the party. Now, you might be like, I am so busy, I can't throw a party right now. Guess what? We are giving you time. You have to commit by tomorrow night, but you do not have to throw the party until it has to end before 9:25. So like, if you were like, I only have time for a 1-day flash party, take her 4 days of post, condense it down to 1 day, do a pre-party at day 1, whatever post. You can make it your own. It just has to end by 9:25 because we have to fill that out for prizes. So if you want to start your party on 9:20, you can start it on 9:20. You have time to invite people. We just need you to commit by tomorrow night. And then again, using your format, you can use it exactly how she did it, or you can shorten it down to a 1 or 2 day party. So that is step 1. You're committing to the party. Step 2, right, is you have verbiage from us on how to invite into this party, how to message new customers, how to remessage. So we are going to give you that information again. And then the third thing is I just want to reiterate that we are providing prizes for you as the reps who do this. And we are also providing prizes for your customers. So there is a draw to inviting them into the party, is that there is a chance for them to win a weekender duffel bag. And here's the deal. Us leaders that are providing the prizes said if we have more customers and like huge commitment to this, we're going to give more prizes. So right now we have like 3 or 4 weekender duffel bags that your customers can win. But if we have a bunch of reps committing with a bunch of customers, we're going to give more prizes. So invite. If we see these numbers on the Google form at the end, we're like, we need to give out more weekender bags. We will.
Yeah.
So your customers are winning a weekender duffel bag from us. And then in addition, remember, you as the rep, in all that extra cash Zyia is giving, we are also giving you all of those other opportunities for prizes. How do you get entered into that? When this is all done on 9:25, we'll have a Google form. Again, you must be in a group chat. We are going to send you the Facebook group invite in there, right? For how, like, that's your commitment, number 1. And then number 2, at the very end, a Google form that you have to fill out. Does anybody have any questions? Okay.
There's been a
excited
few
to get to-
questions in the chat. I know Christine and I have been
I didn't-
trying to answer them
okay.
here while you guys have been talking, but just in case anybody else missed them. So like, yes, you are running it in your VIP. We're not creating a separate page for this, a separate group. So there is verbiage in there too. Again, you'll be added tonight or tomorrow, especially if you're on here and you're committing right away. So once you're added in there, you'll see that verbiage, because I personally plan on putting in my VIP group and giving them a heads up about what's coming in a few days and what we're going to be doing starting next week, I might say, because I haven't decided the exact day, so that they have a heads up that there's going to be this fall fashion extravaganza is my favorite word. But you can also, get people in there in the meantime, because you're going to be getting new customers. So we want a full day or a few days. We're not going to be starting this like at 7 p.m. when we all start getting added. We're not starting our party. I'm not going to start till like Tuesday or Wednesday, probably.
Me too. Yeah.
And then I think there was also, okay, so VIP, there was also, oh yeah. So just basically people wanting the verbiage ahead of time. It's going to be ahead of time, because as soon as you get added to this mock party, you'll see all the verbiage in there that you'll be able to use before you actually start throwing the party itself.
And somebody
I
asked,
have a
So-
question.
So-
Becky asked, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Becky
do
asked
the
in
event.
the chat, do we create a separate event in our VIP group? Here's my advice for that. Create the event so that you can invite everybody to it and notify all the members of your VIP, but don't put the post in the event because only people that said they were going will see it there. So put the post actually in your like VIP feed, but create an event so that you can have one mass notification without having to at everyone tag. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
I
for
have
that.
like over 1,000 people in my group. I can still go in and invite every single person in my VIP to an event that I put in there. So I do that so that they're notified of what's coming up, like Heather said, but I will put the post in the actual VIP feed so everyone sees it, even if they didn't accept the event invite.
It's the
Uh,
event in Facebook. That's what you're
Yeah,
saying?
in your VIP group, you can scroll over on the front, like it has featured post, guides, events. Click event there, add a new event. You can even put the same cover photo, tell them
Okay.
what dates that you're going to be running it, say what's involved, maybe even put the prize post in there. So you invite everyone to it. And then all the posts that you post for the party, post them in your actual VIP group, not in the
Oh,
event
okay.
page.
And you don't have to do it that way.
Yeah. it's
If
just-
that confuses, like, if you've never done an event in there, you might not want to confuse people by doing it that way. You might not want to confuse yourself because yeah, you don't want to post in that event. The event also has a hard stop. And so whatever the end date of your event is, everything poof goes away and you can't even comment on anything anymore. So you don't have to do it that way. It's just another tool that Facebook gives us to like alert the masses. But you don't have to do it that way. And also the algorithm on an event is way worse than in a VIP group. So another reason you want to be posting in the VIP group.
Okay, and I had another question for you. So I'm already doing like a mystery hostess party within my VIP group. I don't want to like overwhelm them. So do I just say, in addition to this mystery hostess party, I want to incentivize you even more and like, by doing, this fall extravaganza or
When does-
whatever, and these are the extra prizes because I'm already doing the mystery hostess party, the outfit of the month giveaway, and then we're doing this. So I just don't want to like overwhelm my people.
I
You
would
can-
looked outside and it's fall in 6 days. I'm gonna, like make it like, like you're adding on to your thing. You're not creating a new thing. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
When
Because like I
does
said,
your
I just don't want to
mystery hostess
overwhelm them.
end?
Yeah. Is it the mystery hostess all month long for your VIP?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just say that you're adding this to it.
Okay. And then they can just still shop on that mystery link. I don't need to like create something new. I just
Nope.
track what
Yep.
what was spent or what customers bought or whatever during that duration.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Right.
And then I did see somebody post about like how we're going to be getting the posting the new customers. I'll also put verbiage in there because I plan on reaching out to people in my VIP. I'm going to do 2 different things to people already in my VIP. I'm going to put the whole post to the whole VIP that lets them know this is coming up, but I'm also going to reach out to like my active VIP people, my people who usually participate in this stuff, and message them personally to be like, hey, I know you're always in on these things, so heads up because there's going to be really good prizes so that they know that like we already know they're our best people. And then I'm also going to message with different wording to the people like my lady who finally purchased and say like, hey, I know you've been in this group, but I'm going to be throwing this heads up because also there's that new promo thing. So I'm going to be kind of hitting everybody, but giving everybody a heads up. So there'll be different verbiage depending on who I'm talking to.
Okay. If you have any other questions, we are here for you. But people who watch the replay might be a little shocked that we have a long replay. So we're going to end it now. Message your leader for anything else. We will clarify anything we just went over. I am so pumped to see you guys explode in September and hit these goals. Okay. Find your power partner right now. Tell them you're in and get going. All right. Woo. Bye, guys.